Alex had seen many things through his drone, but none so terrifying as this. As he flew his drone over the rugged peaks of the Appalachian Mountains, he suddenly saw something he almost couldn't believe. He knew he had to investigate further, so he went to see it for himself. If only he knew then that his life would never be the same after this. Alex couldn't believe his eyes as he looked at the monitor in his hands. His drone hovered above a small mountain and captured something he had never seen before. Alex slowly zoomed in, but he couldn't figure out what he was looking at, so there was only one thing left to do. He had to see it with his own eyes. But before we start, smash the like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any new stories. Alex had been on a mission to capture the endangered red wolf on camera, but instead captured something that could change his life forever. He let the drone hover in the same place and began to hike in its direction. He could hear the silent zooming sound of his drone in the distance, even though it was out of sight. The air was cold, and Alex had to wear his scarf all the way up to his nose. The snow crunched under his boots as he began to walk up the mountain trail. It was obvious that no one had been here in a while, even though the Appalachians were a popular hiking spot. Alex figured it was probably because of the cold weather, but little did he know it was actually because of something else entirely. When he started his hike, it had been late in the morning. He had figured it wouldn't take him more than 2 hours to walk up to the top of the mountain, but now that he was actually on his way, he realized he had made a bit of a mistake. The mountain was higher than he had anticipated, and he had no water or food with him. He figured if he got really thirsty, he could just eat some snow. It wouldn't be very tasty or healthy, but it would be better than dehydrating. So he kept on walking. Looking back, he should have turned around after his first doubt. After about an hour of walking, the sun was high in the sky, and he actually began to feel very hot. His belly began to rumble from hunger, and his mouth was dry from thirst. Alex decided to briefly stop to eat some snow and rest. The hike was slowly taking its toll on him, and he was actually considering turning around and going back. But just as he wanted to retrieve his drone, he realized he hadn't paid enough attention to it. His stomach dropped as he realized the drone's battery was at 1%. Alex quickly pressed the retrieve button, but it was already too late. The screen turned black, and Alex heard his drone crash into the rocks in the distance. The sound of the drone's crash echoed off the mountains, reflecting the eerie reality of how alone he was. Knowing he couldn't leave without his drone, Alex had to move forward. He gave himself a quick pep talk and continued with his hike. He figured he could arrive at the top, weak and out of breath, as he had enough time to recover there. He pushed himself to the maximum of his capability, but as soon as he arrived at the top of the mountain, his stomach dropped. He saw a great white expanse of snow, but not his drone or the things he had seen on his screen. As he scanned his surroundings, he suddenly saw his drone a little way down a cliff, stuck between a couple of rocks. He decided to climb down, even though he knew it was a very stupid idea. Who would risk his life for a drone? He quickly walked to the edge of the mountain, his heart beating in his chest. If he were to slip and fall, it would mean his death. He slowly crouched down and turned to face the mountain. He lowered one of his legs and sought a split piece of rock that wasn't slippery. After his one leg stood strongly, he lowered his other leg and slowly climbed down. Alex took his first step down the cliff with great care. The path was steep and filled with hidden dangers. Each movement he made was slow and deliberate, making sure the ground beneath him was solid. He knew the importance of being cautious on such a risky descent. Every step forward required his full attention to avoid the loose stones and sharp edges that littered the way. Alex's foot suddenly slipped on a loose stone, causing his heart to leap into his throat. He steadied himself quickly, but the scare made him extra cautious. Realizing the danger he was in, he understood that even a small mistake could lead to a serious fall. This moment made him even more determined to move carefully, fully aware of the cliff's treacherous nature. At one point, Alex found himself holding on to a jagged rock, his stability in jeopardy. He gripped the rock tightly, fighting against the pull of gravity. This precarious position was a stark reminder of the dangers of his mission. As he clung to the rock, he knew he had to muster his strength to overcome this challenge and continue his descent safely. While hanging from the rock, doubts began to creep into Alex's mind. He questioned whether retrieving his drone was worth the risk. The fear and uncertainty of his mission made Alex reconsider its value. He faced a critical moment of hesitation, weighing the risks of recovering his drone against the consequences of abandoning the task. Determined, Alex found a stable footing and refocused on his goal. With each careful move, his confidence grew, pushing him forward despite the dangers of the rocky cliffside. Alex could see the drone just a few meters away within reach. When Alex finally reached the drone, a wave of triumph washed over him. Holding it with trembling hands, he felt both victorious and daunted by the tough climb back. The ascent, especially with the added burden of the drone, would be far more challenging. The climb back up with the drone proved grueling. Every step upwards was a battle against exhaustion. Reaching the summit, Alex paused to catch his breath. After resting, Alex noticed something unusual in the distance: mysterious objects scattered across the landscape. His curiosity piqued. He set off toward them, the dangers of his previous climb now forgotten in the face of the new adventure. As Alex drew closer to the objects, his anticipation grew. Finally, standing before the covered objects, Alex felt the rush of discovery. The effort to conceal these items, hidden under snow and tarps, spoke of secrecy and perhaps danger, pushing Alex to investigate further. The hidden nature of the objects gave Alex an uneasy feeling. Whoever placed them here clearly didn't want them discovered, hinting at a dark purpose. As he pondered their meaning, the mystery only deepened, leaving Alex feeling more unsettled with every new piece he uncovered. Just as Alex was piecing together the mystery, the quiet of the mountains was shattered by the sound of engines approaching. The unexpected noise signaled that he was no longer alone and raised the threat of danger. Two men appeared, moving with purpose and scanning the area. Their focused actions indicated they were not ordinary hikers but were searching for the crates. From his hidden spot, Alex observed the men handling the crates with familiarity, suggesting they knew exactly what they were after. After what felt like an eternity, the men finished their business and left as quickly as they had arrived. The mystery had only deepened, leaving him with an unsettling sense of unease about what he had stumbled upon. As Alex prepared to leave his hiding spot, a strange noise halted him. Unlike the previous sounds, this one was unsettling, as if the mountain itself was warning him. Torn between the urge to flee and the desire to uncover the mystery, Alex chose to investigate further. With his curiosity winning over fear, Alex returned to the crates. The danger of the men possibly returning loomed, but the need to understand what was hidden was too strong to ignore. As he neared the crates, the tension of his decision weighed heavily on him. The strange noise from the crates seemed to urge him on, fueling his determination. Despite the risks, Alex was driven by the need to uncover what lay beneath the tarp, his mind racing with questions. Approaching the crates for the second time, Alex felt a rush of anticipation. Each step closer brought him closer to a major discovery. As he neared the tarp, he sensed that the mystery could be far bigger than he had originally imagined. Standing in front of the crates, Alex prepared to reveal the secrets they contained. His hands shook as he lifted the tarp, ready to discover the truth that had been hidden from him. The strange noise grew clearer as Alex got closer. It seemed to emanate from the crates themselves, pushing him to act faster. The crates seemed to call out to him, urging him to reveal their contents. When Alex uncovered the crates, he found something completely unexpected: endangered animals, including red wolves, trapped and frightened. This discovery shifted the stakes from curiosity to the urgent need to protect the animals. Realizing the gravity of his discovery, Alex immediately dialed the authorities, explaining the situation with a calm voice but a heart full of concern. He was determined to ensure the animals' safety, proving his commitment to doing the right thing. While waiting for the authorities to arrive, Alex kept watch over the animals, offering comfort and warmth. His role had shifted from adventurer to protector, and he felt a deep responsibility for their safety. As he waited, Alex reflected on the journey. What had started as a simple mission to retrieve a drone had become a crucial conservation effort. He realized the bravery it took to stand up for what was right and protect those who couldn't protect themselves. Suddenly, the engines of the men returned, and Alex knew he had to act quickly. His heart raced as the confrontation he had hoped to avoid was now imminent. The stakes were higher than ever. Alex quickly found a hiding spot, covering the crates as best as he could. His mind raced with the possibility of being caught, knowing the consequences not just for him but for the animals as well. Hidden among the rocks, Alex watched the men approach. He checked his phone for updates but found no signal. Every second stretched into eternity, and the pressure mounted. When one of the men spotted movement near the crates, Alex bolted, using his knowledge of the terrain to evade capture. The chase was on, and with every step, his adrenaline surged as he led the men away from the animals. Just as Alex thought he could run no more, the sound of a helicopter arrived, signaling the authorities' timely arrival. The men were apprehended, and Alex's relief was overwhelming. The animals were safe, and justice had been served. After the rescue, Alex's story spread quickly, and he was hailed as a hero for his quick thinking and bravery. His actions had not only saved the animals, but also helped bring the perpetrators to justice. Soon, Alex's story garnered widespread attention, and conservationists praised his efforts. This newfound fame, however, was secondary to the satisfaction of knowing he had made a real difference in the fight for conservation. In the days that followed, Alex reflected on his journey. The experience had taught him the importance of standing up for what's right and the power of one person to make a difference. What began as a simple hike and a drone retrieval transformed Alex's view of the world. He had evolved from a passionate adventurer to a protector of nature, and this shift influenced his future plans. Looking back on his adventure, Alex felt hopeful for the future. His actions had sparked change, and he was eager for whatever challenge lay ahead, knowing his contributions would continue to make a difference.